Before I show you the next video, I wanted to show you this. This is from July 24th, 2012. This is Nicole Polizzi from uh Jersey Shore Snooki, where she says I'm an Oompa Loompa because someone is being rude. And then this is from Words on X, which was Twitter. And it's the Oompa Loompa in Willy Wonka are way better than the ones in Jersey Shore. And then again, Snooki says, Willy Wonka bitch, after this person says, who does your skin, orange midget? So before I show you the video, I want to talk about this whole situation. The whole situation that I'm going through in my apartment adds up to be the people doing this collected stories without having the facts. Once they got the facts, they apologized, but they didn't stop doing it. As you guys know from watching my videos where I've been documenting it online since 2019, there's no use apologizing for abuse if you continue to abuse me. They said they wanted me to fight. Thank you. This is all I've been telling you from the beginning. And what I wanted to do is put a link to the video where I said this is what they want. And I'm not going to do it that way. This was the main goal, to keep arguing with me and trying to provoke a fight so that they could make it seem like I instigated this. I did not. And I've said before, and I'll link the video where I said I didn't have any arguments with anyone in this building. They said, did I blame the person in apartment A? No, I didn't. And I'll link that video because that's their biggest concern. That was the biggest lie. We never had a crossword in all these years. And when they first started all of this nonsense, it doesn't sound like construction. It sounds like harassment, and you've heard these audios. So I'm not even sure why they think I, of all people, will fall for their bullshit when I'm the one who experienced it firsthand. So let me pause this and show you the video. So I'm going to play this video again. This is the end of a previous video, but I'll play it again. And so you can hear. As I'm recording myself and sort of going back and forth, if my voice slips, I don't mind because you guys know the situation. They keep going back over the fact that I have a spinal issue. That's a severe impairment. And part of why they keep doing this is because they have this delusion that I can fake that. You cannot fake a spinal cord problem. There's no such way that can be faked. Anyway, they would have me arguing like this all day, which is how they would create mental illness. The appearance of mental illness would seem like I'm arguing with nobody when you can hear them. Anyway, let me play this. And many of my other relatives came here to work and contribute to the American society. We didn't come here to take advantage of people and victimize people. I also want to say I was at Citibank in 2013 and they started a conversation about Jersey Shore and they were talking about their appearance. So I turned to a woman who was in my training class with me and I said, is that the one that they said looks like an Oompa Loompa? And so they said, she repeated it. They said, what did I say? She repeated it. And they laughed. It's not an actual dog. So that was the end of that video. And now it continues on this video. So I said I saw earlier there was someone on TV who said someone looked like an Oompa Loompa. I have the article. Now later I found out, because of their talking, that the guy I was referring to was the one who has his hair that way and was inspired by the Oompa Loompa. So I'm pausing this because I don't think I wrote an article, but I was going to take an assignment to write an article about Jersey Shore. So I saw a few minutes of it and it was enough. I really couldn't get into it. The other thing I want to say is that in their talking, this V2K versus me, they say one thing, I have to always fact check. So I would spend all day, every day fact checking everything that they say. I can't live that way. But what I can do is give you guys as much information as possible. So at the very end of this video, I'm going to show you the articles again. I put it in the description in the comment section of a previous video, but I just want to go over it one more time. Like I said, I don't have to now worry about my health issues in relation to them because it's none of their business. But bigger issue is that if I'm going through this health issue and I'm not focusing on my health and focusing on them, then I will just make the health issues worse. So it's more to my benefit to focus mainly on myself, doing the things I love to do, which is talk and do these YouTube videos. I really do love it. And also expose them. So let me go back to this. Other people have not said, I don't know who they're referring to. So they said, they lied again and said, I never saw the show. I saw a few minutes of a few shows. Why? Because I actually had to write an article on Jersey Shore. But the whole point becomes this. They have an issue with the truth. If they say the truth, which they don't, and that is really what I'm trying to say. There is something about these people that don't want the truth out there. If somebody has inspired their look after an Oompa Loompa, then that's what they inspired their look after. But they don't want me to say that. Because in their mind, I'm being a racist when I'm not being a racist. So I said I saw it earlier. Okay. So going back to this, again, I didn't see the show. I heard on TV there were articles that even said this whole Oompa Loompa. So I said this whole thing. I said, is that the one they're referring to? Not knowing who it was referring to. Let me show you the articles. I don't have the articles on this phone, so I'll just put it in the description in the comments. But let me finish this part of the video. So I'm tired of certain groups getting preferential treatment. We don't give preferential treatment to anyone. So if you're Jewish and you commit a crime, you should be labeled as Jewish. If you're Catholic and you commit a crime, you should be labeled as Catholic. If you're Muslim and you commit a crime, you're already labeled as Muslim. We're not going to do this in America. As we feel, a lot of us feel, our freedoms are being targeted. We'll call our freedoms targeted. A woman's choice is being targeted. Voting rights are being targeted. Freedom of speech is being targeted. If we feel that something like this, identifying people, is being targeted, for whatever reason it was okay before, and now for some reason it isn't, then why is it that we can't say it? You're going to label me anti-Semitic because I say it? Well, why would you, if I say Muslim, why am I not anti-Muslim? If I say Catholic, why am I not anti-Catholic? We're only going to label people anti-Semitic if they say something about someone who's Jewish. The other big deal about this is that if we say that certain groups are being targeted a lot and we cannot say something bad about them because they'll get targeted more. I'm a woman. We're targeted all the time. I think we are, a black woman probably is more targeted than any woman, but women as a whole, we're targeted the most. So now we can't say anything about women. We say things about women all day, every day, 24/7, 365 a year. We can't give certain groups special treatment. That's my point. At some point, we're going to have to wake up to the fact that if we're giving any special group special treatment, then they're special people. And why is that so discriminatory for them, not for us? Is that if we label Jewish people as special, that means their treatment will always be different. They'll never get equal treatment. And that's what this group doesn't want to acknowledge. You're never going to be treated as equal if you label yourself special. Thank you for watching. Okay, so here's the article. This is from the Today, and the Today Show. And it says Oompa Loompa. This is from Newsday, and it says Oompa Loompa. So I've shown you now many things that say Oompa Loompa. So I don't think it was really about me saying it. It was more about trying to make me look bad or feel bad about asking a question. I think this is more about me not being able to ask a question. So part of what I think they don't want me to be able to do is say, is that what happened? Is this true? Question them. Question what's going on. So if everyone, they say, well, they asked me a question. Yes, but I'm not supposed to ask questions. And that's part of what they want to do. Anytime I ask a question, I have a lot of examples of them doing this to me. They make it difficult and make it seem like, oh, why'd you ask that question? So anyway, it's not about calling people I don't know Oompa Loompas, because that wasn't obviously my point. My point was, who are they referring to? And that answers that. Thank you for watching.